Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So today we are going to talk about the Messi to Manchester City rumor. And a lot of people have been asking about this for me to talk about it, to see what I think about this situation, what I think about this rumor. So before we begin this video, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of context for like 30 seconds on what has been going on and what triggered this rumor. So Messi did take shots at Abidal. He said that if you are going to talk about players not giving their best and not taking this club serious, at least call them out specifically, because that is what creates the rumors. People are going to think that it's me, it's going to think that it's Piqué or Busquets. We don't know. So Messi wants Abidal to clarify who he is targeting to. So Messi was just trying to defend himself and the group of players, his squad. So while this tension was building up, this situation started to lead into one direction, which was the departure of Lionel Messi. And this was being talked about a lot. Multiple reports did claim that Messi could leave at the end of the season for free, because we all know that that is a clause in his contract. So the one team that was heavily linked to Lionel Messi was Manchester City. So will Messi move to Manchester City this summer? We did have a report come out from ESPN saying Manchester City are monitoring Lionel Messi's public fallout with Barcelona and believe they would be in the running if he decides to leave the Camp Nou. So the way I'm going to structure this video is I'm going to explain the two reasons why he would leave to Manchester City and two reasons why he would not move to Manchester City. And then at the end, I'm going to give my conclusion, my thoughts, and my predictions on what's going to happen with Lionel Messi this summer. So I'm first going to talk about why he would. And the first key point is going to be the relationship between Guardiola and Messi. We all know that Guardiola is the only coach that can fully understand Lionel Messi. He is the only coach that knows how to use him right to his full potential. They do have a long history together, and you guys know this. If you are a Barcelona fan, you know that Guardiola and Messi have a very powerful connection. Together they won 2 UCLs, they won 3 League Cups. It has also been reported that Messi has a very good relationship with the director of football and the chief executive, who is named Ferran Soriano. So no other coach will have a relationship with Messi like Guardiola does. So with Messi knowing that he might be wasting his last 3 to 4 years at a broken club with no direction, a move to City with Guardiola may be enough of a reason for Messi to be lured into that club. Now I'm going to move on to my second reason on why he would. And the second key point is Barcelona has no clear direction on where they want to go. It is a club that lacks a real strong sport project. Look, we signed multiple players, big star players, and we couldn't bring anything out from these players. And most of these transfers seemed like a panic transfer, like, oh, we couldn't sign Neymar, okay, we'll get Coutinho. Oh, Coutinho didn't work, okay, we'll get Griezmann. That is basically what has been going on over the past 2 years. These are transfers that have been thought of last minute. We even have a ex-Barcelona player named Christophe Dugarry. He said it's a club of clowns. Everything is done backwards. They buy Coutinho, Dembélé, they buy guys, and then they resell them. You get the impression there is no project in the club. And now adding to that, there was this interview that Messi had with Sport about 4 months ago, and Sport asked Messi, so what is this clause about? Could this mean that you could leave the club anytime you want? And he said this. Messi responded saying, nothing I can say. However, I can say that I want to be at Barcelona for as long as I can. I would love to stay here for my entire career because this is my home. However, I need to be well at a physical level as well. The most important thing to me is a winning project. Now listen to what he said in that last sentence. The most important thing to me is a winning project. That is already telling us a lot of what Messi could be thinking at the moment. We know that Barcelona is a club with no real project, and if Messi sees that he is not getting what he wants for the sake of the club, this could have Messi turn his back against the club and leave for another club. So now I want to move on to why he will stay at the club. And the first key point is going to be Barcelona is Messi's home. So this is self-explanatory. We have talked about this multiple times. We know that Messi bleeds red and blue. Messi was basically raised in Barcelona. He has been at the city since he was 13 years old. Barcelona has given Messi everything in order to excel in his career. Now that we are here, Messi is one of the strongest figure, if not the strongest figure in world football. He is settled in FC Barcelona. He now has family, he has children, he has a wife. His children go to school in Barcelona. We know that he speaks a lot about his kids and how his kids love their lives in that city. They have friends friends in Barcelona, and knowing how much Messi loves his kids and how much he talks about them, he does not want to pull his kids, his family, his own precious family away from that city. And maybe this might not be a strong reason for you to say, oh, that's not a good reason for Messi to stay at FC Barcelona, but to Messi it is. You have to remember that he is a father first, and he wants to take care of his own family, his kids, his wife. He will not put his career in front of his family. Now I'm going to move on to the second reason on why he will not move to Man City, and that is because this whole Messi to Man City rumor has been going on for the past 11 years. In 2008, Man City CEO named Gary Cook made a bid for 70 million for Messi, which never happened. Then in 2015, The Sun reports Man City offered Messi 800k per week. Then if we move on to 2016, Mundo Deportivo reported Messi told Barcelona he wants to leave for Manchester City. Then we can move on to 2017. Spanish news reports claim that Messi's father was negotiating with City. In 2018, another report came out. Guardiola denies that City made a bid for Messi for 250 million euros. Now, last year in 2019, Manchester Evening News reported that City are confident that Messi will join City as their first choice if he ever decides to leave Barcelona. So the reason why I structured this out is because reports come out every year about Messi moving to Manchester City, and this year will be no different. But look, I understand why Messi moving to Manchester City makes the most sense. I understand why these reports come out, because Manchester City is one of the only clubs that can afford Messi's wages, which is why every time there is crisis in the club in FC Barcelona, there will be reports coming out that Messi could be moving to Manchester City because Manchester City fits best for Lionel Messi. Now, this is going to lead me to my conclusion, my thoughts, my predictions, what I personally think is going to happen. So I'm going to start with this. This is not the first time Messi spoke like this in public. This is the new Messi. This is the Messi that has been existing since 2019. He is not afraid to speak out anymore. He knows that he is not in the same position he was 10 years ago. Now he is in a position where he has to speak out. If he sees something wrong, he has to speak out. He doesn't have people looking out for him. He doesn't have Puyol or Xavi or Iniesta. He has to take charge. So this new Messi has been going on since 2019. I know you guys remember when Messi was knocked out from the Copa America. He publicly stated that the tournament was corrupted, and this is what he said: "We don't have to be part of this corruption. They have showed us a lack of respect throughout this tournament. Sadly, the corruption, the referees, they don't allow people to enjoy football. They ruined it a bit. The club is fixed for Brazil. I hope that the VAR and the referees have nothing to do in this final and that Peru can compete because they have the team to do so, although I think it's difficult." This statement does have the same type of frustration, the same type of tension like what he publicly stated about 2 days ago. So when Messi does speak out, when he does speak out in FC Barcelona, we know that something is wrong. Even he said in the post that he does not normally like to speak like this, but when he does, there is something wrong. I know for a fact that the club, the directors, the president, anyone working in that field have been put into check, meaning that there will be different actions taken from the club within the next 6 to 7 months. I don't expect anything to happen now, and I'm going to explain the reason why. But yeah, everything right now supposedly has been fixed. We have reports coming out from Marca saying Abidal keeps his job. Bartomeu and Abidal had a meeting on Wednesday evening to discuss the fallout from Messi's criticism of an interview given by Abidal, and it has been decided that he will stay in his job. Bartomeu doesn't want Abidal to get sacked. And then we have another report coming out from Mundo Deportivo. Bartomeu and technical secretary Abidal just concluded a 2-hour meeting. The Frenchman will stay at the club. CEO Oscar Grau also participated in the meeting. So this does not change the fact that there will be action taken in the summer. So I think it's going to happen in the summer is going to come down to two things. The club is going to decide, should we let Messi go in the summer or should we let Abidal go in the summer? And this is a very easy answer. What the club is going to do is that they are going to let go of Abidal. I believe that Abidal will leave. And as much as we see these reports coming out saying that the president, the board of directors came at a full agreement and that everything is okay, that's BS for now. Bartomeu will see Abidal see the door in the summer, and Messi will continue at the club. The reason why we won't see Abidal get sacked now is because if Abidal gets sacked now after what Messi has said on Instagram, Bartomeu would give the image to the world that Barcelona is being run by Messi, meaning that Messi has the authority, meaning what Messi says, the club does. That is why they don't want to sack Abidal immediately. They want to do it in the summer. They want to wait. They want this tension to go away and then take Abidal out the club. Or else it's going to look like you're giving power to Lionel Messi. Messi even stated on that post in the first place that he doesn't want people to think that he has more power than he actually gets. So that's my opinion. That's what I think about this whole situation. Messi will not leave to Manchester City. I don't see any good reason why he should move to Manchester City. I believe what's going to change, it's in the sports department. For those of you guys who are wondering, is Messi going to leave to Man City? It's not going to happen. He will stay. He will see out at least until the end of his contract in 2021. So that's it for today's video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Messi will leave in the summer to Manchester City, or do you think that he will stay in FC Barcelona? Tell me why and why not. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.